How do you map out a customer journey, and why is a customer journey so important? In today's video, I want to talk to you about the first 28 days. Some may call it the onboarding process, but in this video, I'd like you to think of it of the customer journey. It's a really great way of thinking about it. The customer journey right from the beginning of working with you. Let's look really isolated to the first 28 days because this will give you a real better understanding of what a customer journey is. A journey is a destination. You're going to a particular place. And if you actually look at the health industry and the tourism industry, they are experts at nailing the customer journey. So let's use, for example, the analogy of an airport. So we've got Heathrow Airport, for example, in London. The customer journey from booking a flight to receiving everything, to arriving at the airport, to making sure that you're at the check-in desk right, to making sure you know where you're going. Let's say you're a travel agent as well, making this journey perfect for somebody, and that's incorporating Heathrow. Your responsibility and the airport's responsibility is to make sure that every stepping stone is covered, so there's not a lot of questioning, so that when you do get to the duty free or you go to a lounge or whatever it may be, that experience is seamless. You get on the plane, you arrive, the bags are received, you go to your location. That's a journey, right? That's a customer journey. And along this way, there's a lot of different touch points. So I want you to understand that touch points are essentially key points in somebody's journey that are pivotal to their enjoyment, success, ability to rebook, or their ability to be retained, or their ability to refer you to somebody else. So important. You hear me talk so frequently about service. And if you can become somebody that's absolutely driven by service, then you'll have a business that lasts a long time. You'll have people that stay a long time. You'll have a business that people tell other people, and you make a lot more money. Now, before we get into the thought process of the customer journey for online coaching, personal training, I want you to think about this. And this is something that I've done in my career, and I really urge you to do. Those of you who follow me know that I'm a big fan of 5-star everything. All right? Why? I'm a big fan of traveling first class on trains. I'm a big fan of making sure within my business I'm in a position to be able to travel in things like business class and stay in really nice hotels. And in the early days, I will tell you this, when I couldn't travel first class on a train regularly, financially, I would do it infrequently. When I couldn't stay in a 5-star hotel because I didn't have the money to stay in the room, I would spend time in the hotel foyer, or I would go for a meal regularly at higher end restaurants, and it would be part of my business's market research. Understand this. Investing, you're quite happy to spend all your money on marketing materials, etc. But market research is something that you really, and I would advise you, spend money on. What I would notice in my journey, what I would look out for, and again, why am I sharing these videos? Because where you are in your career right now, you might not have a luxury, a higher end mindset. And maybe you're noticing that your clients are leaving frequently. Maybe you'll notice that your clients are not giving you the best feedback, and feedback is a real positive thing. I love this. Everything's great. I'm getting so much from it. If you're doing the best that you possibly can, your clients will be telling you. And if they're not, then there's a lot that you can do to make that happen, which is why I used to go and look at 5-star. I used to look at people's personality. This is so important. Waiters in restaurants. You know, the funny thing is, I'm in Dubai right now, and the interesting thing here is there's a lot of waiters, there's a lot of taxi drivers, there's a lot of service industry professionals. And they deliver the best service with a smile, with energy, with commitment. They're earning a salary that may not be particularly high. But because it's all about service, they keep that face, they bring the energy, much like personal training. Personal training and online coaching. If you're going to do a Zoom and you go, hi, nice to see you. Personal trainer goes, yeah, I'll be with you in 2 minutes. Would you expect that in a high-level restaurant? Would you expect that checking in at a business class lounge? No. So what are we looking for? Well, we're looking to work with committed and dedicated clients. We're looking to progress our career. We're looking to eventually charge more. We're looking to build our reputation. And it's not going to be built with a low status behavior. It's going to be built on a higher status behavior. And that's not egotistical saying I'm better than anybody else, but there is a big difference between low status and high status. Low status behavior is high status behavior is I want to serve, I want to grow, I want to be better. So when we talk about the customer journey, energy. What can I do to make your experience through my coaching journey the best possible? So now let's look at a hotel. Welcome, sir. You get out of a car. Welcome, sir. Don't worry, we'll take your bags. Thank you. You go to the reception. Hello, sir. What's the name? Have you booked a room here? You don't get that. Hi, sir. What's the name? Now, I've been to hotels where they know your name, and it blows my mind. I've stayed there before. You turn up, they go, Mr. Coles. And I go, wow. These little touch points make the difference. Remembering people, remembering things that they like, remembering when they last worked with you, doing your research as to who they are. These little things matter. But I learned them from 5-star. Going to great hotels, great restaurants. Even I've also hired nice cars for drives and seen the service difference between lower level Uber and more of a luxury Uber to see whether or not what the difference is. But then you realize that the higher end is charging premium. They get great results. They work with the right people. So the reason I wanted to kind of set the tone on this video is that throughout the customer journey as a professional coach, you can do a lot which actually impacts your career, your reputation, your referrals, your income, and the growth of your business long term. So let's look at the coaching journey. Very much like you would a hotel. When you go to the reception, they know who you are, they check you in, and then somebody takes you to the room. When they take you to the room, they show you what's in the room. They tell you what's coming up. When you come downstairs, you get directed to where you need to be. It's effortless, it's smooth. But think of it like this. You go to a hotel, you get out, you're paying good money, you walk up and they go, did you book a room? Yeah. Name? What was that? How did you spell it? Right. Yeah. Well, just take a seat for a minute. Somebody will be with you. 25 minutes later. As somebody's going through a customer experience, and it's like this, it's very, very, very hard to claw back somebody who's had a poor experience. Now, I'm never going to say that we're squeaky clean. Every single company will drop the ball at some point. 5-star hotels drop the point. They forget to do something. Communication lacks. It does happen, but it doesn't happen more than once. So what I need you to do is to consider this. When I sign my client up, and you need to be so disciplined to do this. When I sign my client up, and you can write down 28 days on a sheet, boom. What do they need? Now, it's very, very hard to understand what they need until you've experienced what you get from other people. Hire different coaches. Network with other coaches. Listen to other coaches. Join mentoring programs. Join programs that will actually help you understand what should and could be delivered. But you and yourself will know this from the start. What does your client need from the start? Well, when I set them up, they're going to need a training program of nutrition. But when I give them the training program of nutrition, what do they often not know? What are the things that they normally come back and ask? They need a video on this. They need a video on that. When you're a personal trainer, if a client comes into the assessment room and you do an assessment, you say, great, see you on Wednesday. They're going to go, what do I do between now and Wednesday? If they're going to say, what am I going to do between now and Wednesday? You go, you deal with it straight off the bat. You say, right, before you leave today, I'm going to be sending you an email tonight with this. And I'm going to be breaking down what you're going to need. Now, in the next 24 hours, I'm going to ask you to watch 2 videos. And I'm going to ask you to just confirm when you see me that you've watched the 2 videos. Why? It's such an important part of the process. I'm then going to send you this. I want you to start doing some stretching. Now, on Wednesday, you're going to come to the session, and this is what we're going to focus on. Great. There is clear communication. When you're an online coach, are there automated emails that send your clients exactly what they need? Is there a video library? Is there a community that they're going to join? A Facebook group? Are they going to get a video library section? Are they going to be joining a call? Or have you forgot to tell them about the call? Is there, from a personal training perspective, a day during the week, let's say the first 7 days, that they're going to receive a text message to just make sure everything's okay? If you're an online coach, is there an automated email or some way of you just touching base with them to check that everything's okay within the first 7 days? And then at the end of the week is a review. How did everything go? At the end of the 14 days, there could be an automated email that says, how's your experience? At the beginning of the first week, is there something that you want them to learn? Is there a live call that you want them to attend? Is there a question that you may want to answer for them inside your Facebook group? As a personal trainer, are you going to be seeing them on the Monday and the Wednesday? What is their homework that they need to do? Constantly thinking, touch points, and you write down this 28 days, and you either automate it. As a personal trainer, you might do it, the delivery yourself when you see them come in. You know, if they come into the gym for the first time, do you go straight for them and say, just make sure you're just making sure everything is okay when you're here? Or are you just leaving them to make mistakes? When you're online, it's such an easy way. If you have a coach that works for you, your coach's responsibility is to do a midweek touch point of contact, check they're okay. If you leave a stone unturned within the business, and you leave your client lost, unsure, unaware of what they need to be doing, you end up getting them to start thinking, well, I thought I would be getting this. I thought I would be getting that. I'm confused whether I need to be doing this. The more confused somebody is, the more perceived value goes down. The lower the perceived value, the less likely it is that you're going to stay. Over-delivering is better than under-delivering. Being one step ahead is better than being one step behind. So actually mapping out your customer journey is probably one of the most important things you can do, because then you can have these individual touch points. You can check in with your clients. You can tell them where they need to go, what they need to do, how they need to communicate with you. And also within the first 28 days, you also say, this is what we're expected to achieve should you follow everything to the letter. The first 28 days is the most important time to get the first level of result. Whether we're promising £4, £5, £6, whether we're promising some strength adjustments, injury rehabilitation, fitness improvements, whatever it may be, there is a promise that you've given your customer for the first 28 days. The first part of the customer journey is to make sure that that is nailed. The customer journey is in your control. If you're having poor retention, you're not having people telling you that the service is fantastic, you're not having people improving their results or telling their friends, then there's a lot more you can do to improve the customer experience, customer journey. So think of it like this. If all they're getting is a program template and a nutrition plan, would you want that if you were being coached? If you were your type of client, what do they need? Do they need a community? Do they need more live support calls? Do they need more check-ins? Because whatever you feel they need, if you're undelivering it, you're also killing your business's ability to retain and refer. So map out a customer journey. The first 28 days is the most important time. Write down what the objections normally that you receive. Start adding in what has to happen to make it look different. Start getting some feedback to your clients. Trust me, when you want to increase your prices, it's the customer journey that will have changed the game for you. If you want to increase your prices, it's the ability for your clients to get the result that they paid for, rather than not having the information and not making progress. So customer journey is one of the most important things you can add in for your business. Now, if you found this video helpful, please make sure you click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.